Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Herring looking and finding Allen Hurns.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Herring, and incomplete here on third down. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
But let's face it, when you see a guy with a big arm, you get excited. And Patrick Mahomes is that guy.
And right away, he lost the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Here come the Lions now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Looking to throw. Herring. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Back to throw. Herring firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here we go.
On third down, Herring, and that's incomplete. Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big run. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field. We can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Defense.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Herring. And this is going to be incomplete. Like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he can't hang on to it. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10. Herring. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Back to throw. Herring. That touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. Able to make something out of nothing.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppy. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Back to the air on second down. Herring. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's season. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, the team that lost it, to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And some room to roam now. And a terrific return as they finally do stop it. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Mahomes now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Brings up fourth down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass at 3rd down, isn't it?
Well, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Set. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Herring. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To throw on 2nd down, Herring. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to throw. Herring. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herring. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Now Mahomes. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a...
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.